about Deadpool, Wolverine, which was also known as Deadpool 3. It was really good. I seen the main movie. I was like, man, it's gonna be hard to top. That's gonna be real hard to top. And Deadpool Wolverine, topped it in my opinion. It was a movie that's really the introduction of the X-Men universe into the Marvel universe now on Disney. So they had some 20th Fox rights issues that were very, very prevalent and relevant in the movie. So now this was kind of like the X-Men introduction into the Marvel universe. And basically the premise of the movie was you're going back to the multiverse. You had DC talking about the multiverse with the Flashpoint, which is one of the best animated cartoons they got, and they turned into a movie. And the movie flopped. It was a good movie. It flopped because of Israel Miller's reputation around Hollywood, around the world, and stuff that he's done. So that also was a thing. That's one of the reasons why it flopped. But now you got also Marvel with the whole Loki and the TVA and all that stuff in the multiverse, and Jonathan Majors, he got in trouble where we going with the Kank and the Conqueror stuff. So it was a couple references in the movie that was, that Deadpool was talking about how people are tired of the multiverse and how after the Endgame, Marvel sucked and all that type of stuff. So, he was popping shit in this video, shooting darts at 20th Century Fox and shooting darts at the multiverse and in the TVA. But long story short, the movie premise was basically his world was getting destroyed, and it had about 1,000, 2,000 years before the universe got destroyed. But somebody at the Paradox, he was the guy that run the universe at the TVA, he wanted to go ahead and just prune the universe and be done with it without the TVA knowing. Instead of letting it run its course, he recruited Deadpool to basically, before he pruned the universe, he recruited Deadpool to basically work for the TVA. And Deadpool was basically trying to get a job with the Avengers, and his Tony Stark's head security used to be his valet. For the most part, told him no, that he didn't work well in teams and he'd be another calling. So he took a career in slanging cars, used cars, and he stopped being Deadpool. Lost a woman that he went through the experiment to continue to lose and beat cancer to stay in love with. She left him because he had no direction after Deadpool, being Deadpool, and he sold cars, and she left him. So then, TVA came in and he told a story about why he was looking for Wolverine, and the Wolverine that he was looking for in his universe, and on one of the other universes, he died. Remember saving was it X-23, his clone, and Logan. So they tied Logan into the movie. So he had to go to other universes to find a new Logan, aka Wolverine. Long story short, I told y'all this is gonna be spoilers the other day, so I put it in the title. Long story short, he found the Wolverine, but he found the one that he could recruit was the worst Wolverine in history. And he had to basically, help that Wolverine, find himself. And long story short, he went back to the TVA after killing a bunch of their people. And like, well, I got a Wolverine. He said, He said, I got a Wolverine now. And he's like, we got the worst Wolverine. And then he sent them to the Void. And if y'all watch Loki or y'all know anything about the TVA, which Loki, you had to really watch Loki to really get the gist of the TVA. And when you watch Loki, they went to the Void, and they end up running into Professor Xavier's sister, evil sister now, Cassandra. I forget her last name, but with Cassandra, what happened in the comics was, Professor X basically killed her in the room because he sensed the evil when they was in their mother's womb. But her evil or her power still existed, and she was able to inhabit a body, I believe, and that's how she was able to survive. The TVA put her in the Void. They had a deal. She run the Void and do what she going to do there, and the TVA gonna do the thing. They violated that agreement with Paradox. He violated her agreement by trying to knock her off. So, but they was in the Void, and then it was a bunch of cameos from Blade, from Sabretooth, Elektra. Blake Lively played Lady Deadpool. You couldn't see her face though, but we knew it was her. Yeah, Wesley Snipes was Blade. Shannon Tatum was Gambit. And then you had Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, and they thought he was gonna be Captain America in the Void, and so yeah, you had Witch Hazel in it. So you had a bunch of just different people. X-23, I think that was her name, the girl Wolverine. So yeah, it was a lot of different cameos in the movie. That made the movie, but the storyline was still great. Long story short, they find their way out the Void to get back to the TVA. And then Cassandra, he tried to hire Pyro to kill Cassandra Paradox, the one that was running that version of the TVA. She found out, and then they violated her agreement in the Void, and she tried to take over the universe. Long story short, they had to stop her. She recruited a bunch of Deadpools to stop Wolverine and Deadpool. Long story short, they stopped them and all that. And, that's just the gist of it. There was a lot of other stuff in there. There was a few other cameos in there. But ultimately, it was a really, really good movie. I literally enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, man. And Ryan Reynolds did a great job. The opening scene was epic. Yep. The opening scene was epic. So yeah, it did a good movie. I don't know if you're gonna continue to see Deadpool in the Marvel universe. I think you will. Obviously, you'll see Wolverine. Also, there was a Wolverine cameo in there with Henry Cavill, who plays Superman. He's rumored, I think it's already done deal, that he's going to be the new Wolverine in the new Disney, with X-Men crossing over back to Disney. So he's going to be the Wolverine. So you got a sneak peek at him being the Wolverine as well. So I think this is Hugh Jackman's last time being the Wolverine, or one of the last times being the Wolverine, unless they do another multiverse. But I will say I gave this movie a 9.5 out of 10 on the comic book grand scheme of things. Storyline was good. Deadpool was Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds, he killed it. Nobody can play Deadpool like him or come remotely close. Hugh Jackman did a great job being a terrible Wolverine. So it was a really, really good film. I said 9.5 out of 10. I liked it. I know some people were saying they didn't like the cringeworthy jokes. Stop being so sensitive. I love the cringeworthy jokes. A lot of this political woke stuff need to be deaded. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the movie review playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree, check out my Patreon, X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, and much more. Peace.